do that every time I start a clip. I don't know why I do that. Hi, I'm Andrew. Backstory / if you haven't seen my channel or my face in a long time, or you've only seen a couple sit down videos from me recently, but life update, which I also, maybe I'll put this in a sit down video. I don't know. We love editing. We can put things wherever we want, but just, I recently moved into an apartment. Before I ended up moving to where I live now, I was doing vlogging even when I lived like with my sister or whatever. We never saw my sister. You probably never will see my sister. She's very private, unlike me, who is sharing so many aspects of my life on the internet. But I was vlogging before. I was having a fun time vlogging. I really don't like editing the vlogs, but we're just gonna worry about that later. Okay. And I think having sit down videos in between vlogs just helps everybody. It helps you have more content of me. It helps me have more content of me, so on and so forth. Anyways, I also just feel like it weirdly motivates me. Like I feel motivated to be like busier and doing things if I'm trying to film a video, whatever. So all that said, there are several things I want to do today. It is a Sunday, I have the day off, and I want to be productive. So yesterday I went and I bought a drill. I have used drills in the past. I just haven't owned one as an adult, which is, anyways, I bought one so I put these shelves up because, and they're a little crooked. I literally saw that bottom left one. I know, I was like, it's not straight. And I was like, but neither am I. So that's fine. So that is like all my TBR books. I was like, okay, this is great because then I can just put everything that like I want to read. I kind of organize it by genre, and now I can just like work my way through all of those books that I would like to read. I need to give my dog a bath. He's not had a bath in, I don't even want to say how long. And I need to do some dishes and do some laundry. And I was like, you know what? Everyone says that you should like make your bed, because if you make your bed, then it like makes you a better day or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna also make my bed, do the dishes. I'm gonna make some coffee, and then I'm going to feed my dog. Then I'm gonna give him a bath. And then I think that's it. Also, I have so many coloring books, so you're probably going to see a lot of coloring, not fast forwards. What are those called when you do a clip and you like speed it up? You're going to see a lot of sped up clips of me just like coloring, probably because I'm going to be doing that while I listen to audiobooks. Oh, I also was trying to get into crochet because I went to Barnes & Noble, and let me tell you, I love the little like sections they have of like all these different little, like they have crochet kits, they have coloring books, crochet kits, like all these little like cozy hobbies. That's what I'm trying to like be that like little mouse in a cottage meme. That's the life I want to live. Anyways, I was trying to crochet. I actually was like kind of doing low-key, like I've only done this much, but I mean, I was getting the hang of it. I just need to like make sure that I was like, okay, what if I was kind of like, what if I just keep doing this and like I don't actually care how it looks because it's literally just something to do with my hands. But then I was like, well, no, I do kind of want, it's supposed to be a lion. Also, apparently it says it's for beginners, but then in the video they were like, this one's like a little bit harder. I'm like, oh great, so glad I picked that one. But I guess that's good because then I'll be ready for anything. But yeah, this is my whole TBR. I organized it by like, this shelf is completely random. Like this is like all different genres. This right here is mostly YA fantasy. That is also YA fantasy. That is also, it's like Rick Riordan, and then it's all adult fantasy. And then we have urban paranormal, and then we go back to fantasy, and then we have a contemporary there on the end. Like this is like nonfiction, this is just literary fiction, this is classics, and then we have like romance, and then we have another contemporary. So it's just really a pish posh of literally like everything. Every time I do it. So I have bathed my child. I have not bathed myself. I don't know. I still need to do the dishes. I don't really like taking a bath until I feel like, but I did make my bed. I did clean my room. The floor is clear except for a couple books that are part of this 1 million ratings project I'm trying to do. You probably can't tell how much I have done, but in this little, and I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Here's what I think I need to do. I need to have the physical and the audio, and I know many people say they do like a tandem. Also, I put this artwork up, and I literally just use a thumbtack. Like, it's so easy to just get shit off the floor. I have other art I should probably put up too. It would be nice to just have a little bit more cozy background in the videos or whatever. But I need to have an audiobook and the physical book, and I feel like that is going to allow me to just power through books, because when I feel like sitting down and doing nothing, there we go. When I feel like crocheting or coloring, or I actually also have this dot by letter thing, which let me show you some of the ones I have made, because this one, no, this one's not. This is one I made. It's not I think my favorite one was the one before. Yes. This one is probably my favorite. It looks kind of like cacti. Oh, and this one looks like a tree. I like this one too. This one is like kind of avant-garde. It's just fun. And my roommate got one that's like a under the sea one. And this was the first one I did. This one, so like you can either do one color per letter or you can just do whatever you want. This one I did whatever I wanted and I didn't realize that. And I think that as I have gone on, I kind of like doing this one where I did the same color for every letter. And then you realize like, oh, there's like patterns. This is probably my second favorite. I need to get the audio and the physical, or honestly just the audio, but I want to set up an ambience. Okay, my mom for Christmas last year gave me this like candle set. There's a cafe one, there's a toy store one, and there is a book shop one, but I'm going to actually determine which one to use based off the smell. Ooh, I like the toy store one. The toy store one might be the winner here. Let me see. Oh, the bookshop one. If they all have like a very like fiery, I don't like campfire. That's what I'm like thinking. I think I love the bookshop one. I don't know, they kind of smell, they're not all the same. Are they all the same? Actually, they might all be the same. I threw away the box. I don't know, because I feel like the toy one and the bookshop one smell better. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna burn this one. Okay, I'm gonna burn this one just to like make a decision. I was so annoyed learning how to do this, but now that I'm actually getting the hang of it, I'm enjoying it a lot. So, but I think I'm gonna go back to my dot by number. Like this is like such a good, I don't know, like I'm enjoying this even more than coloring. You know how you're just at that stage in life where things that you're like, oh, this is what's exciting now, but like you can literally put these markers and then it just like sticks to the pad. I do love that. I was gonna also tell you guys that I watched 2 movies yesterday and one of them won Best Picture, and I don't know. I just have thoughts. I just have like thoughts about both movies. Okay, one of them was the movie Doubt and one of them was the movie Whiplash. And Whiplash won Best Picture. I don't think that Doubt won anything. I actually also would say I think I enjoyed Doubt more because like the acting in that movie is so peak. Like you have Viola Davis, you have Meryl Streep, and then the guy who plays Plutarch in the Hunger Games movies, and I can't remember. I think his name's Peter. So what? I'm gonna look it up. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make him a fave because what else? I need to watch more things that he's been in. Little corner I'm in now. I love this little tiny piece of art. The joy that it brings me is crazy. And I love having my bed made. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Doubt is a movie about, I thought it was about doubting your religion. And I guess you could argue a little tiny piece of it is about that. But it's actually about a priest and his behavior and if he did or didn't do something, and you really don't get an answer by the end. And of course also like, okay, so then Whiplash does something kind of similar in a way where you don't get the, not that there's no in doubt, there's definitely like a did this happen or not question. In Whiplash there's really not that. There's just kind of like, okay, but then what happened next with Whiplash? And I'm just really surprised at that one. But I mean, I do think that the acting was good. I think there was a lot, I told my friend we were watching it too, I was like, I feel like Miles Teller does a lot of acting without speaking, or I don't know if that's just the director or what, but I definitely feel annoyed at Whiplash, not so much Doubt. Doubt, I think it's great because it's like the characters are having doubts, and then you as the viewer are having doubts, and it's almost like the whole point is, my God. And the way also it had Amy Adams, it had a star-studded cast that I was just not expecting, and I watched it for free through the library, so another shout out to the library, which I should probably do way more often. I absolutely love the library. And now I need to I just feel like also almost every time that I watch something from the library, I see the like cultural impact that is just, it's just, I don't know, like I watched Midsummer from the library forever ago. I just feel like as somebody who would classify themselves as, I actually used to take this, we forever ago took this test at work that is based off of your top 5 strengths. You might have taken it. And my number 1 strength is that I just am thinking all the time. And I like to think about thinking. I think I've said that in other videos. I'm just always thinking. Anyways, so this movie really gets you thinking.
It makes you wonder what actually happened, because it's never explicitly stated, and it leaves a lot up to you as the viewer. Unlike Whiplash, which is basically just it's a very simple plot. I mean, I feel like just saying the plot spoils like the whole entire thing. It's just to not state the plot, I would say it's very focused on music and people's passion for music, and possibly, you know, how far is too far when it comes to what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. Those are just themes in the movie, but I'm curious if you've watched it. Let me know. Do you think it deserved Best Picture? I don't think it actually, I think it was just nominated for Best Picture. Actually, I'm lying. Let me quit lying. So, I don't know. I'm just saying all that. But then I actually want to talk about the books I'm reading. I started The White Guy Dies First, which is 13 scary stories. And I have read the first 3. And the first one, I don't know who wrote all of them. Girlfriend's Online Blog. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember that one at all. I feel like I remember it somewhat enjoying it, so probably like a 3-star. And then the second one, Ghoul Friends Online Blog. Sorry, All Eyes on Me is the second one. All Eyes on Me. I think that one I would probably give like 3.5. I really enjoyed that one. I was intrigued and captivated. I don't know who wrote that, but I need to figure out who wrote it and read some more. And then Hedge was by, I would think that one was by Kaylin Byron, who is an author that I have read 2 things, but I read Cinderella's Dead, which I loved, and then I read This Poisoned Heart, which I didn't love as much, but possibly because I just listened to it on audio, maybe, I don't know. And then that's the first 3. So I am enjoying it. I'm liking starting a story and like finishing it in a really quick succession. I'm already 20% into these 13 stories, so I hopefully can get it done today. It's only 12 o'clock. So, and then I don't know what I'll read next, but I was talking about how I want to get the physical and the audio, and I want to, like, when I just feel like sitting here and just reading a book, which is pretty rarely, I like to do other stuff with my hands, like, you know, I want to crochet and whatnot and dot. So I'm gonna probably listen to those stories while doing this, at least for now. And I was like kind of wanting to do a little scavenger hunt through the library, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. I mean, I did take photos of where the books were at the time of the photo, but I need to realize that like if I read 3 books in a week, that would be insane for me. That would be an insane pace, because normally I've only read 5 books all year, so I need to calm down. But I also know that I find discussing it with the camera like motivates me to keep going, you know, for the 10 of you that watch. So also I just feel like, you know, it's making me get my life together. Like I normally never make up my bed, but I figure, you know what, like I should probably do that. Also, I got this tripod because I'm trying to be more of a TikTok person, because I do feel like I'm like, wait a minute, you know, I've done so much YouTube content for so little payoff, and it's not like, you know, I'm not doing this 100% for attention. Like only for attention. Like I'm doing it because I want to speak to fellow readers and whatnot, but like I'm not doing this for nobody. Like I'm not doing this for no one to watch. I'm trying to actually work on ways to build an audience. So, and if you have any tips, let me know. I mean, feel free to be as rude as you want in the comments regarding my sound, vibe, whatever you want, because like at this point, what do I have to lose? So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading and try to make some TikToks maybe, and I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, that's my closet. A mess, but I got a whole dresser in there. I got a lot of stuff. Listen, it's a mess. So I have been attempting to crochet, keyword attempting to crochet, and I have restarted. I think I have restarted at least 10 times. And I feel like I get the motions of it. I understand the motions of it, but I cannot seem to understand how to, and I think I just realized like, oh, it's circles. But this is what I'm supposed to be making. I'm supposed to be making Sebastian the lion. He's adorable. I love him. And I want this to turn into him. But this is like, I am enjoying it, but I'm just like, but I keep doing it wrong. And I'm just gonna have to keep learning. They have a whole slew of these at the bookstore, and part of me is like, maybe now that I get the motions, maybe I've like messed up my original piece so much that I cannot get it back to where it's supposed to go. I don't know. Also, all of the like they have like these stitch markers, they're called, and I took them all out when I was doing it the first time, and I'm kind of like, maybe since it was my first time, I should have left them in there, because now I don't know if I'm putting things in the right spot or not. I did keep reading this like horror anthology thing. Also, sidebar, I have all of these. Also, I recorded and began editing a sit-down video, and I think I've said I'm gonna do this multiple times. I have yet to actually do it and follow through with it, but hopefully this time I think I'm gonna like do sit down videos. Like you're gonna see those a lot more. Like just sitting here, they're so much easier to edit. There's so much more, my content, whatever, comes across seemingly better. I never script anything. I don't want anything scripted. I don't care about making a script. I just want to be myself. I just want to like talk about things as they come up in my head. Like I also think that like just sitting in front of a camera, I can come up with shit. I don't know, like it's not even, like I can just be given a prompt and I can talk. I know how to talk and talk and talk and talk. So I just have to get myself in front of the camera and film something, because the YouTube algorithm does not give a fuck about you unless you are uploading every single week, which is not typical. I mean, I don't know. I guess it makes sense if like you are watching a TV show, you're watching that every week, or at least you were years ago. Things are different now. I don't know. I really want to get the crochet thing to actually work, but I'm just gonna have to keep trying at it. I mean, this is like, actually this looks better than it did. This is so like, but I don't understand, what is this? I don't think it's supposed to look like this. Like it looks different. This hole down here, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing it right. Or maybe I am and I'm just not letting myself keep going like I should. I don't know. Sorry. So I went to a work thing today, got off early, came home to crochet. Whatever, let me update you on the book. I'm 65% through the whole thing overall, and I'm in the middle of this one called Heaven by, I think it's by Adiba Jagadar. And my favorite in the story so far is probably the one, I wrote it down, which one? I really liked the ones by Alexis Henderson, who is an author that I did never finish the Year of the Witching, but I was really enjoying what I read of it. So I need to go get that back from the library, because I would just listen to the audiobook, but I didn't like the audiobook. So I need to actually like get her back and actually read her and then like finish reading her. I also really like the Chloe Gong one, which is surprising me because I really did not like These Violent Delights. So clearly Chloe's got range. And then the one, I don't remember who it's by, it's called Best Served Cold. That one was incredible. That one was probably my favorite. I think, I do feel like they're kind of like getting better. Mostly they're getting better, but then like one will kind of be like, eh. So I don't know. It's interesting to me because it's like short stories versus long-term stories. There seem to be very different skills, because clearly I like a long story, but I didn't like the long story Chloe Gong told it. I don't know. Again, I think These Violent Delights, it was maybe an audiobook issue. I still have the physical book, so I might go back and reread that, because again, that is also like, just based off of what I see on the internet, I feel like the people who like Chloe Gong, they like the Diviners, they like Cassandra Clare, which is true of my all-time favorite thing. So I feel like I should have liked that, but maybe it was just the audiobook. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the anthology so far, my thoughts on the crochet. There we go. Also, I think I'm going to be able to actually do sit down videos, because I'm going to try to make some kind of TBR content, which even if I don't read the books in the TBR content, I am going to like have punishments and rewards for reading or not reading said TBR in a way. And I think I'm just gamifying my reading needs to happen. I just think it just needs to happen, and that's just how it is. So yeah, I will hopefully update you when I finish the book. I don't know. I do have a couple other books I'm in the middle of that I think I'm going to start next, because I'll obviously be able to finish them relatively quickly in this week. I personally feel like I like to at least read 2 books in a video, in a weekly vlog, but then again, it's so arbitrary, there's no point. I don't know. Also, I'm really not looking forward to editing the vlogs again, but if I have the sit down videos in between, I think it'll be a good little balance. So, and I'm like, I have a whole list of ideas for sit down videos, but then I like look at them and I'm like, these all suck. So I don't know, just much to think about. But having the TBR game stuff is just, it's nice. It's really nice to have like staple content, just content that like everyone does, that is just like everyone makes it their own, because everyone is their own individual person, and we love that. So yeah, anyways, here I go rambling again. See you later. That's a mop. Okay, I am trying to make a quick little update here at work, which I shouldn't be doing. I mean, I guess there's nothing against it, whatever. But I finished that short story collection, which took me a very, very long time. It was only a week, but I don't know, I guess a week to read a book. I wish I was reading faster than that, but I also said I want to slow down and actually take time to enjoy the story. My favorite one from the entire collection was easily the Tiffany D. Jackson one. She's just my girl. So I definitely need to read more Tiffany D. Jackson. And then I also have started this, which looks much better in person than on the camera, but it's a self-published book that I'm reading for the Reddit fantasy thing, and I'm only 30 pages into it, but I really, 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 really liked the first chapter, so that's good. But I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I'll see y'all next week.